world, let's change the 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 world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down to hug and kiss us? Frankly, the current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust. Avoid the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he said, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Hit that like button. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. For the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we ain't gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be a fucking mess. You gotta know just where you're coming from to get where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause there's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and have you get the information, pass it to your brother. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that we changed the world, no doubt. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. This is my song. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. What's good, y'all? It's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. I got 21 people in here. Hit the like button for me, please. Hit the like button, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Let's go, man. Stick around. You won't want to miss this one, man. You will not want to miss this one, man. I got a great episode lined up for y'all tonight, man. Thank you so much for everybody who's tuning in. I appreciate everybody. Y'all hit that like button, please, so we can send the algorithm up, shoot this mug straight out to the YouTube algorithm. And thank you for that one person who hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Thank you for the second person who hit the like button. The third person, actually. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. We are about to go in, man. I'm about to go all the way in, man. Now, I hope everybody's doing good. I pray to God everybody's doing good, man. We're literally... I gotta play this video for us, man. I got some clips tonight. And you know, usually I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know, first and foremost, Big Bad A loves women. I gotta say my disclaimer. I love women. I absolutely adore women. I absolutely appreciate women. But I need women to be aware of themselves so we can go, so we as people, men and women, can move forward. You know, a lot of people don't care. It's not my business if you don't care. I'm here to speak up for those who care, and I care 1,000,000 pounds, so I'm here to speak up. I usually talk about the modern women, the single women, right? Because a lot of times it's the modern women and the single women who's causing the issues, or who are an issue, you know. Modern men ain't shit either. So I'm not gonna sit here and no, bro, I'm not smoking what you said, bro. Chill, bro. Chill. That comment got to get deleted. I don't do all that. I don't do nothing that I can get in trouble for. Put it like that. What I do is legal. Everything I do is try my best to stay in the laws. Yeah, I'm gonna block your lame ass, bro. Don't do that shit, bro. Don't do that shit again, bro. Don't do that again, bro. You trying to incriminate me, get me fucked up on my chat, bro. Chill, bro. Yo, chill, bro. You being real lame, bro. I'm telling you, stop being lame, bro. Don't talk about illegal things on my chat, bro. Please. Simple, bro. That's just common respect. I wouldn't come in your house and say, "Hey, man, you got that drugs I asked about? That were the drugs." I would never come in your house and say, "Hey, bro, you got some drugs, bro?" I would never do that. But this is where we're at now, man. Nobody has respect for each other, man. Motherfuckers just want to say what they want to say, and, people want to be heard and seen instead of them listening and learning. Now, thank you for commenting, bro, but I had to be real. You can't put illegal stuff in my comment, bro. That's crazy, bro. That shit is legal in some states and this and that, but I'm not here to talk about anything illegal. I'm here to talk about this married woman. All right, so today I'm talking about this married woman. This woman, and God bless all these women, all of them. We're trying to make awareness of this stuff so we can have some changes made in society. Yeah, YouTube does care, bro. I got my channel taken for just that alone, bro. They do care. There's a such thing as called YouTube guidelines, bro. Please listen and respect what I'm saying. Come on, bro. It's not rocket science, bro. You don't go in somebody's house and say, "Hey, bro, you got them drugs I talked about?" What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Now, I'm gonna play this video, and I know it's not a bunch of people in here, but I gotta play it. I'll play it again and again, but look, the reason why music doesn't get banned, Stunner, the reason why music doesn't get banned, bro, stop. I will block you if you come in here talking bull crap. The reason why hip-hop don't get banned is because hip-hop was created, used, and propagated by the CIA to destroy black people, to destroy inner city people. And so music is a weapon used against people, against y'all, against us. So that's why music is highly pushed and popular and popularized on these social medias. Now, yeah, these definitely music is definitely created by the CIA, and rap music was definitely propagated and created by the CIA, just like gangster rap I'm talking about. I'm talking about all this bullshit negative music was crafted by the CIA and is used, man. Now, let me play this video so I can stay on my topic. All right. Damn, this is serious what I got to play for y'all. Oh my God, I hope y'all are ready. Let's listen to this. It's not just the single women, y'all. It's the married women too. It's this modern mentality that a lot of people have taken in and taken on, and look what it's getting to. Let's go. Fuck, I might not see it.
For my stay-at-home mom services, I wrote it all down so I can go ahead and explain. My husband gets paid tomorrow, so that my husband for my stay-at-home mom services. I wrote it all down so I can go ahead and explain. My husband gets paid tomorrow, so that means that he will pay me out tomorrow as well. I charge him $20 per load of dishes that I do. I usually do that about 2 to 3 times a day. 5 days a week, that's about $300 a week. I charge $35 per load of laundry. I do laundry about 4 times a week, that being about $140. $60 per bathroom per clean, and I usually do that about 2 times a week. I kind of go in and do a deep clean. That ends up being about $240 a week. I charge $100 to clean all of the floors. It includes sweeping, the mopping, and that includes every bedroom. So I don't think that's bad. I do that about 2 to 3 times a week, so we say about $300 a week. I homeschool the kids, so I charge him $400 tuition each kid each week. So that's $800 a week for the kids, $50 for my car shuttle services because I take the kids to art class, to gymnastics, to baseball, soccer. That is $150 a week. $75 for my grocery shopping fee. Does not include the groceries or the tip. But I only do that once a week, so that's not bad. Let's see, $50 for my personal chef services. That is about 10 times a week because he makes breakfast, so I make lunch and dinner every day. It ends up being $500 a week for me. That's from Monday to Friday because I don't work on Saturdays or Sundays. Charge him $200 a week for my breastfeeding fee because I still breastfeed the baby. I also charge a $10 daily sweeping fee of the house to kind of just upkeep it. I do that 5 times a week, and that ends up being about $50. So the total that I charge my husband every week for all of my stay-at-home services is about $2,700. Right. If he wants to save money, he can help me do any of these tasks, and he can save money. It doesn't leave much for him at the end of the month, but it does give me enough to pay my mortgage. It gives me enough to pay the car payment, car insurance, water, electric, groceries, stuff like that I need to get taken care of. So ultimately, it does kind of make me the breadwinner in my household.
All right. So, first and foremost, this modern transactional, man and woman relationship is bleeding into the family, is bleeding into families, is bleeding into marriages, right? These women have become so transactional nowadays. This P culture, this P culture, this is that. I'll sell you this for that. The price for this is that. This is P. This is Rasta-Shian culture, right? This is P culture. And this P culture is bleeding into the fucking families, right? This woman, now, I'm going to break it down all the way down, so stick around. This woman, first and foremost, at the very end, lastly, at the very end, she said her husband gives her the money. He gives her all the money, or $2,700, whatever the fuck he gives her a week, right? Whatever he's paying, right? All that shit. And she said essentially that makes her the breadwinner, right? This is the delusion of these women. She doesn't even work, and she's so delusional. First off, she thinks her husband's money is her money because her husband simped so hard the whole time he's been with her. He's been simping so hard that she feels entitled to his shit. Now, they are married. This is his wife. They are married. So she is entitled to whatever he has, right? But he's doing it in a trick type of way. I'm gonna play this shit and I'm gonna break it down piece by piece. This is very, very serious. These women, for one, she said she's the breadwinner. She is not the man. Her husband's the fucking breadwinner. But they're so delusional. A lot of these women are so delusional. They think what their husband is them. Instead of, let's go.
It ends up being $500 a week. Damn. I think I charge my husband for my stay-at-home mom services. I wrote it all down so I can go ahead and explain. My husband gets paid tomorrow, so that means that he will pay me out tomorrow as well. I charge him $20 per load of dishes that I do. I usually do that about 2 to 3 times a day, 5 days a week. That's about $300 a week. I charge $35 per load of laundry. I do laundry.
Is she doing dishes by hand, first and foremost? Are you doing dishes by hand? Firstly, you don't get paid for something that is your responsibility. Her husband is doing this to make her feel comfortable. Her husband is doing this to make her feel special or some type of way. She thinks she's getting over on her husband, but what he's really doing is paying to keep her in position. And really, that's not a bad thing because, when you have a wife, you do have to take care of her. That's your job. That's your responsibility. But what he's doing is paying her this amount of money, this large amount of money, to keep her at home and keep her in order. It's what he's doing. So kudos for him for trying, but what he did is he simped his way into this dark hole that he's in. And he's not going to be able to keep up with this type of shit for a long period of time. So this is not going to last. I'm telling you, this relationship is not going to last. So $20 for the dishes each load, she said. 35 dishes per load of laundry. I mean, $35 per load of laundry, $20 per load of dishes. She's taxing her husband to do the fucking dishes in the laundry. Let's keep breaking it down.
Times a week, that being about $140. $60 per bathroom per clean, and I usually do that about 2 times a week. I kind of go in and do a deep clean. That ends up being about $240 a week. I charge $100 to clean all the floor.
She said $60 to clean a bathroom. She literally went through her life and wrote down everything she's doing, which I respect that. I respect that because a lot of women can't say that they doing all this shit. So I respect I respect that she's able to point out what she does for the house. She's able to point out what she's contributing. So salute to her for having her list and having her, her having a routine and shit. But this is not she's not supposed to get paid. You're not supposed to, let's go.
Floors includes sweeping, the mopping, and that includes every bedroom. So I don't think that's bad.
$100 to clean the floors in the house, to clean all the house floors. So she's taxing him $100 for the floor cleaning.
Do that about 2 to 3 times a week, so we say about $300 a week. I homeschool the kids, so I charge him $400 tuition each kid each week. So that's $800 a week for the kids.
Now let me break this shit down, because this bitch is reaching now. She's fucking reaching. Excuse my language. She's not a bitch. She's a housewife. This housewife is reaching now. Excuse my language. I love women. I'm not disrespectful. Some are bitches, some are not. All right. She's not a bitch at all. She literally is said she's charging $800 a week to her husband for homeschool tuition. I am a homeschool parent. I'm a homeschool teacher. I'm a homeschool parent, right? I've been homeschooling my children their whole lives. My 3rd child is about to start school this next coming up school year. I've been doing this shit their whole lives, right? It's not $800 for even the whole year to homeschool your children. It's not even $800 for the whole year to homeschool your children. The fees that I pay are not even $800. So for her to fucking do that to him, she is robbing this man blind. She is disrespectfully robbing her own husband. She's disrespectfully robbing her own husband to charge him $800 per week. This fucking, I ain't gonna lie, she might be a B word. This woman is charging her own husband, what's 8 times 4? 16. She's charging her husband $3,200 a month to homeschool his children. She's charging her own fucking husband $3,200, around roughly $3,200, $3,200 a month to teach her own fucking children. Now, if I make it big, or not even that, when I had a wife, she didn't have to work when she didn't need to. She didn't have to work. She worked when she worked. She didn't have to work. You see what I'm saying? She did the homeschooling when she was home. I did it when I was home. We alternate, we switch. She did a lot of it though with my daughter. She did a lot. My ex did a lot of schooling with my first child, right? She did primarily most of the homeschooling in her first years with my daughter. And she never said, "Hey, Betty, can you pay me for teaching her?" She never once said that. Because as a mother, as a father, me as a father, as a parent, we wanted what was best for our children. So we didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to use this as financial leverage." But this broad right here, is using everything she's doing, everything she does is financial leverage. And this shows you the level of insanity that we're dealing with the women of today. They do not under fucking stand. And let me keep breaking it down because I'm not trying to lose nobody. Please stick around. This woman right now, if you're just getting in, I'm talking about a wife who's breaking down her list of things that she charges her husband to pay for. I'm gonna go back and start over.
I think I charge my husband for my stay-at-home mom services. I wrote it all down so I can go ahead and explain. My husband gets paid tomorrow, so that means that he will pay me out tomorrow as well. I charge him $20 per load of dishes that I do. I usually do that about 2 to 3 times a day, 5 days a week. That's about $300 a week. I charge $35 per load of laundry. I do laundry about 4 times a week, that being about $140. $60 per bathroom per clean, and I usually do that about 2 times a week. I kind of go in and do a deep clean. That ends up being about $240 a week. I charge $100 to clean all of the floors. It includes sweeping, the mopping, and that includes every bedroom. So I don't think that's bad. I do that about 2 to 3 times a week, so we say about $300 a week. I homeschool the kids, so I charge him $400 tuition each kid each week. So that's $800 a week for the kids, $50 for my car shuttle services because I take the kids to art class, to gymnastics, to baseball, soccer. That is $150 a week. $75 for my grocery shopping fee. Does not include the groceries or the tip. But I only do that once a week, so that's not bad. Let's see, $50 for my personal chef services. That is about 10 times a week because he makes breakfast, so I make lunch and dinner every day. That ends up being $500 a week for me. That's from Monday to Friday because I don't work on Saturdays or Sundays. Charge him $200 a week for my breastfeeding fee because I still breastfeed the baby. I also charge a $10 daily sweeping fee of the house to kind of just upkeep it. I do that 5 times a week, and that ends up being about $50. So the total that I charge my husband every week for all of my stay-at-home services is about $2,700. If he wants to save money, he can help me do any of these tasks, and he can save money. It doesn't leave much for him at the end of the month, but it does give me enough to pay my mortgage. It gives me enough to pay the car payment, car insurance, water, electric, groceries, stuff like that.
Do you hear what she said? She said her mortgage. She said it gives her enough money. She said it doesn't leave him with much money at the end of the month, but it's enough for her to pay her mortgage. Like he's not even living there, like his name is not on the deed. I guarantee you it's his mortgage. I guarantee you, if he's the breadwinner, the financial backing, I guarantee you that house is financially mostly in his name. I guarantee. Get your lame ass off my chat, nigga. Get out of here, bro. Hold on, get your lame ass out of here, bro. Get out of here. This dude, literally. Let me rewind that.
To kind of just upkeep it, I do that, 5 times a week.
She said a daily sweep is $10. I thought she said she charged $100 to do the floors, sweeping and mopping. So she got double fees on the floor. She got a double fee. She got a sweep and mop fee. Then she got a daily upkeep sweep fee.
That ends up being about $50. So the total that I charge my husband every week for all of my stay-at-home services is about $2,700. If he wants to save money,
no, he's paying $2,700 a week. That's about $3,000 a week. 3, 6, 9, $12,000 a month to this fucking lady. 12. Right under 12 minus 4. What's that? 12 minus 4 about what? What, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. He's paying her 20, what? 8 grand. Not just say 12,000 a month. Just say 12,000 a month he's paying. Now, I'm not saying he's not getting a good deal because he might be rich, right? He might be rich. He might just be giving her all the, and he might be giving her all the. Let me say this about men. Oh shit, this is a pivotal point. Hit that like button. Classic traditional men have always given their wives their whole check. Did you hear what I just said? He could be one of those classic traditional men that just give his wife the whole check and let her handle all the bills. He just want to come home, drink beer, kick his boots off, and be a man. I respect that. He want to come home, get some head, get some ass, kick his boots off, get his food, get his meal, and eat and be a man. He might just be paying her so she stays in order and give him that royal treatment and pay, make sure she's taking care of her family. So at the end of the day, he's not losing nothing because the money's going into his wife, into his home. So I'm not knocking this man. I am not talking negative about this man. But what I am saying is this modern P culture where women have transactionalized their lives is bleeding into the wives of today. It's bleeding into the wives' minds. You got to think, if she's charging them for chores, how much is she charging them for sex? You got to think. If she's charging him to sweep, clean, dust, this, that, she has a price for everything. If she's charging him for that, what is she charging him for sexual pleasure? How is she look at sexual pleasures? Is she looking at it as a chore? Is she looking at it as work? Because she said she looks at her lifely duties. This ain't even got nothing to do with being a wife, other than the birth, the breastfeeding and the teaching and shit. A lot of the things that she's doing, she would have to do for herself regardless, even if she was a single individual person. Cooking and cleaning is something you got to do for yourself regardless, even if you just go out to eat every night. You still, as a grown person, you still have to provide and take care of yourself. So the shit like her doing the dishes, the shit like her, she's looking at it as a chore because she's not enjoying that shit. She is not enjoying being a mother. She looks at it as a job. She said, I don't work on Saturday and Sunday, so what the fuck does she do on the weekends? You got to ask yourself that question. What does she do on the weekends? Is her husband a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 type of guy, and then on the weekends he's off Saturday, Sunday? So on the weekend she falls back, puts her hands up, and lets him take care of everything or do his part? Is that what's going on? Because that's what it seems like. She said if he wants to save money, he could help and do some of the chores. So she got a checklist of shit that if he didn't do this or didn't do that, she's charging him full price. She's got her husband broken down to like a trick fee in her head. That's the problem. It's not the problem that her husband's paying this shit. It's not the problem that he's funding his wife and trying to, make her feel like she's doing something and, making her feel appreciated for what she's doing. Because parenthood, let me say this, hold on. Parenthood is a job that's 100% demanding, but there's no reward. There's no outright reward to parenting. You get personal rewards from parenting. You get personal, oh, I did this. Oh, I'm proud of myself for how my child's performing. I'm proud of my child. I'm liking this and that. You get moments of that as a parent. You get moments of bliss as a parent. But she's got her husband paying for every situation and transactional moment that she's supposed to be just living and enjoying. So that shows you that she don't even enjoy being a mother. She's just doing it for transactional. She's turned it into a transactional job. And that's crazy. So that means everything she's doing it with intent to make money. Like, okay, I'm going to maximize the amount of things that I do per day so I can maximize how much I charge this nigga. That's how she's thinking about it. It's just like a P. If you pick up a P, they want to give you top and bottom, and they want to charge you a base price. I don't buy that. I don't buy sex and stuff like that. But this is what they do. They sell their sex, and they want to sell combo deals, top and bottom, for a certain fee. And you know, if you want one, they'll charge you this, or they'll charge you by the hour, or they'll charge you by the time, and this and that. What I'm trying to say is, they already have it. P's already have it transactionalized for the list of things that they could do for you in their head. She like, okay, if I give you oral, that's gonna be this. If I give you this, it's gonna be this. If I give you that, it's gonna be this. If you want all of them, you gotta pay this. That's what this wife is doing. Let me play this shit again, man, and then I'm gonna move to another clip. But this is serious business, man. Hey, chill, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Stop antagonizing her. Do you hear me? Sky, stop antagonizing her. Dang, all you doing is getting on her nerves. Like a fucking combo meal, bro. Facts. Like a fucking combo, bro. You want just some top? Okay, the top will be 50. And you want the top and the bottom, the top and the bottom all around the world, that'll be a $275. God damn. Well, just give me the bottom. How much of that'll be? Well, that'll be 100. And you only get 30 minutes. Okay, we'll settle for that. Shit is crazy. They done transactionalized sweeping now. Come on, women. Y'all got to do better, man. You're not going to make it. You're not going to make it.
I charge my husband for my stay-at-home mom services. I wrote it all down so I can go ahead and explain. My husband gets paid tomorrow, so that means that he will pay me out tomorrow.
She said services like a damn P. I'm trying to provide services. She sounds like a prostitute. Straight up.
As well. I charge him $20 per load of dishes that I do. I usually do that about 2 to 3 times a day, 5 days a week. That's about $300 a week. I charge $35 per load of laundry. I do laundry about 4 times a week, that being about $140. $60 per bathroom per clean, and I usually do that about 2 times a week. I kind of go in and do a deep clean. That ends up being about $240 a week. I charge $100 to clean all the floors. That includes sweeping, the mopping.
This motherfucker said $35 for a load of laundry. Baby girl, you have a fucking laundry washer and dryer in your house. I know she does. She's spoiled. You could tell. You could tell she's spoiled. This is a spoiled brat. You know, she's getting on the chunky side too. So just want to let you know that. You might want to lay off on the steak. But she literally is charging him $35 for a load of laundry. Let me tell y'all some real shit, man. This is crazy, man. I got to do this because this is what it's life. I do my laundry at the laundromat, right? I do laundry for me and my 3 children. It's 4 of us. And the house stuff, the pillows, the wash blankets, couch covers, cushions, pillows, all that shit. I wash all that stuff periodically. So on a regular laundry trip, I spend about $30 to $35. And I do laundry once a week, right? I wash my blankets once a week. I wash my clothes once a week. Literally, for all me and my 3 children, all of our laundry at the laundromat is $35 or $30. So she's charging her husband $35 per load of laundry to put her clothes and their clothes in a washer and dryer that he paid for and provided. She is ripping him off, my nigga. But this is the simping culture of America. It's a bunch of damn simps, and there are not enough real ones standing up to this shit, so this is what we got.
So we save about $300 a week. I homeschool the kids, so I charge him $400 tuition each kid each week. So that's $800 a week for the kids, $50 for my car shuttle services because I take the kids to art class, to gymnastics.
I can't get over that. That motherfucker said $400. She got 2 kids, obviously. 4 times 2 is 8. She said she charges $400 per week per child. That is for $800 a week. That's $3,200. I said it, I know. That's $3,200 a month that she is taxing him for fucking teaching the children. On top of that, look, a teacher, a teacher who teaches for the school system does not get motherfucking $3,200 every month. Can y'all motherfucking, can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? A teacher does not get $3,200 a month teaching. A school teacher who went to college and everything does not get $3,200 a month to teach your child, to teach all the children. So she's getting paid more than fucking government and congressmen. She's getting bread to do what she's supposed to do just out of love and out of life. She is simping the shit out of her husband. Let's go.
To baseball, soccer, that is $150 a week. $75 for my grocery shopping fee does not include the groceries or the tip, but I only do that once a week. So
this delusional mother sucker said $75 grocery shopping weekly, and that does not include family grocery shopping trip. So you need $75 extra per week just to go in the store and buy snacks and drinks and bullshit like that, as well as he's paying hundreds of dollars a month in groceries. Because me, I'm a single father. I spend hundreds of dollars. I spend about $600 a month on food and groceries. About $600 a month in groceries, more. And that ain't no government, this and that. I'm spending real bread on food. This shit is not a joke. Groceries are crazy high right now. I went to Lowe's Foods last night and spent $75 just getting shit that we, drinks and shit.
that's not bad. Let's see, $50 for my personal chef services. That is about 10 times a week because he makes breakfast. So
that bitch said personal services, chef services, personal chef services. Oh my God. I done heard it all now. I done heard it all. We got wives talking about their personal chef. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm a chef in real life. I'm a cook in real life. This is what I do. At home, I'm a chef. I'm a cook in real life. My kids, I could go in the house right now and they can say, Daddy, I want so-and-so, and I'm going to do it. Facts. Bro said $200 to $300 a week. But yeah, $200 to $300 a week ain't bad. I'm spending a lot. Or $200 to $300 a month for you? $200 to $300 a month for you, or a week? Is that a month or a week, bro? $200 to $300 a month or $200 to $300 a week? Cause me, I'm spending about $200 to $300 a week, and I'm not joking. I stay in public so much. I stay in the grocery store so much, bro. Cause I don't do drugs and shit, man. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing. So the only thing I'm addicted to is monthly. Okay. Oh yeah. You buy yourself. You're right. I don't do drugs and shit like that. So groceries is my habit. I like to eat. That's why my teeth be falling out and shit. I like to eat. I like good, healthy foods. When I was younger, I used to like candy and gummies and shit. That's why I'm missing some teeth and had cavities back in the day. Because, gummies, candy, snacks, shit like that. But as I get older, now I just like eating all kind of different fruits and vegetables and shit. And like today we had all kind of shit, man. Y'all seen them shorts I posted? Y'all see the shorts I'm posting? I'm just dumping shit in here too, man, because I be having a lot of footage and content that I don't have time to post. So I'm just posting. But yeah, man, groceries are high, man. That shit is high. And Archangel said, nah, I know how it is. I have friends with kids, and I watch their kids sometimes, so I know their struggles. It's crazy. Nah, it is crazy, man. But I'm going to tell you this, though. I feel sorry for Americans who are on drugs and shit like that. Because, if you're not on drugs, if you're not doing nothing crazy or nothing like that, you drink, smoke a little cigars or, drink a little beer here and there. If you're not doing nothing crazy beyond that, um, if you're doing something crazy beyond like drinking alcohol and a little cigar here and there, it's gonna, boy, it'll fuck your life up, man. Like I hate to see these drug addicts and bums and shit and losers and shit, but I can't stand it. The only thing I care about is keeping pantry filled up for the kids and keeping clean house and like, bro, this lady talking about charging and sweeping house. I probably sweep and mop 2 to 3 times a day. Because before I go to sleep, I make sure I sweep them up, and when I wake up before I leave, I make sure I clean and sweep them up. That way, when we come back home, we come home to a fresh house. You know what I'm saying? You want to come home to a fresh house. You want to, you know, you want to make sure your affairs in order. But if your wife is charging you, it's crazy, man. Let's see. Let me see what other videos I got, man. My cigar's almost out. Let's see what else I got. Oh man, look. This called a bad deal. So this one right here, this called a bad deal. This is what the wife looks like. It's called this what your wife looked like when you first met her. And then it's what she ended up looking like.
I don't care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes. I don't care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes.
It's when you first met your wife, right?
I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes.
Damn, boy.
I just moved in next door. I'm a supermodel.
I don't care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes.
I'm gonna play it one more time. This is when you first met her. This is when you first got with her.
I just moved in next door.
What's good, Danny P?
I don't care who the IRS sends, I am not paying taxes.
Let me tell y'all something. Especially women. Let me tell you something. Beauty is just temporary, right? Beauty fades. Man, I get judged every day, bro. I get judged every day, Stunner. But I'm gonna tell you something. Shit, YouTube judges me. YouTube, I get judged on everything I do, bro. What are you talking about? Everybody gets judged. The difference between a man and a woman, you should be able to be held accountable. Because as a man, you gotta walk the right way, you gotta talk the right way, you gotta do things the right way, or else the world ain't gonna help you, look out for you. I care. I'm gonna tell you something. I care what people think and say. You should care what people think and say about you, because if you're living your life and you don't care about what others say, that means you're gonna be offensive to others. If you're living your life and you don't care about what others think or say, that means you do not mind offending other people. And that is wrong. If you live in your life and you don't mind offending other people and you just want to selfishly do the things you want to do, that's dead wrong.
17.
That's dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? You, hold on.
1.
Hold up. I'm on live. I forgot the fuck I was talking about, but I'm like I was saying about the beauty though, right? Your beauty is only there. Your beauty is hold on. I don't know what you mean by that, but I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. We must care about the way we interact and deal and handle and interact with others. Because we're not in this world by yourself. You're not in this world by yourself. You came out of your mother. You came out of your father's nuts into your mother's womb, out of your mother's womb, and then you're in this world amongst everybody else. You're never by yourself, bro. Never. You never were living by yourself. And there was never you were by yourself. You're never by yourself. Never. Even when you're alone, you still have your mother and your father's genetics in you. You have two different spirits in you. You know, this is why people say your feminine side and your masculine side, because you have your mama in you and your daddy in you. Everybody does. That's just how life works. So you're never alone, bro. You know, we as a human race, not just you, all of us as human race, we need to think together, united. Because if we start to think united as a one, then we'll be doing better for each other. Like everybody been thinking like, oh, people in Africa or this and that. Put it like this: the reason why we're so easily controlled is because we're divided. If we were standing united as one, being connected, right? Using these tools to connect each other, using these tools to connect each other, using this internet to connect with each other and sharing information, we would have been changed. We would have been made change and created some type of better situation for all of us. But the reason we don't have a good situation for everybody is because we're divided. You have people in America who have been fed propaganda to feel like they're better than people abroad. Then you have people abroad who've been fed propaganda to think Americans are all evil and chaotic and crazy. Then you have propaganda somewhere in the middle that's just all mixed up. So it's a disunity and a miscommunication. The reason why this world ain't in a better position. Like, we got a war going on right now, brewing up. A war brewing up, a conflict that's going on, that's brewing into a war. Let me say it like that. We have a conflict going on right now that America's involved in that's brewing into a war in Iran, in the Middle East, right? We've launched attacks on these people the last weekend, and it's really taking physical attacks. I mean, they're really going there, right? The only thing that could stop this would be both of the countries sitting down and having a conversation and talking about it. A peace treaty, a communication. Communications is what stops wars and shit like that. So unity will stop and change everything, man. Let me read your comments now, bro. Stunner said, but sometimes people can say what they say or they acting like they know you, but they really don't. No, they fact. That's a fact, bro. You know what I don't like? I hate, no, I don't hate it, but I don't like when people really don't like you, but they act like they like you because they have to. And I know that's survival, but for me, I can't fake it. Like, if I don't like a motherfucker, I don't like a motherfucker. I'm not going out my way to extend myself to you. I'm not doing nothing extra to you if I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when people, you know, it's hard. It's hard dealing with people who you know really don't fuck with you. It's just hard, bro. It's hard, bro. But you got to go out here in this world. You got to be a part of society. But society's losing it, bro. They're losing it out here, bro. People are losing it. Early this morning, I got cussed out by some skinny drug dealer, skinny drug head tweaker. I'm talking about skinny tweaker out here tweaking. And he started cussing at me and shit. I'm driving to work. Motherfucker cussing at me. Bro, these people are losing it, man. These people are losing it out here. Stunner said, I have a question. Why do black men get frustrated and stressed easily? Well, for one, black people are the most oppressed people on this planet. We've been through more than anybody. We've been through more than anybody. We've got harsher times. We've got the worst treatment than anybody. You know, it's just like the same for black women too. Black women have been treated worse than any other woman on this planet and still are. Objectified more, you know, disrespected more, you know, hurt more, unalived. Like, it's really bad. But it all comes from slavery. It all comes from self-hatred. You know? But black people, we've been through so much that the stress is just natural. Like when you go to the doctor and you're black, they'll naturally tell you have high blood pressure. I worked at a hospital for a long time. They will tell black patients that they have high blood pressure, and the reason why is because black people's blood pressure is naturally higher than average citizens because black people are under more stress. I'm just being real. Not saying stress don't come in every race, because every race stress. Oh yeah, when you go into the hospital, if you're black, 7 out of 10 times they're gonna say you have high blood pressure. And they're gonna try to put you on something for it because black people are stressed, so our blood pressure is naturally higher. We're naturally stressed. I mean, just driving down the street being black and driving and looking out for police, that's stressful. Driving out in the neighborhood looking out for jack boys and criminals, that's stressful. Not having a solid woman to love you and care for you and care or you to care for her, that's stressful. Not having a fucking woman is stressful. Not having love is stressful. So black people, we're running around going through shit. Now, I'm not saying black people don't have love. I'm not saying black people don't have women. Man, I've been having women my whole life. That is not what I'm saying. But I'm talking about in this condition, current condition of our people, the current state of mind, the general state of the majority of our people is so distorted that it's just hard times, man. Hispanics too, you're right. But I'm going to say this about Hispanics, though, that you might not understand, or you might. Hispanics don't live as stressful as black people because Hispanics still have unity. Hispanics still have pride. They still have pride in who they are. They still love themselves. They have brown pride. They love themselves. See, black people, y'all don't have most black people don't have black pride. And I'm black. I know. Most black people don't know. I'm black. I'm proud to be black. They don't say that. Man, it's hard being a nigga and this and that. Woody whoop. That's how black people talk. They look down on each other. Yeah, Hispanics are black. Everybody on the planet is black. I mean, even white people were once black. Everybody was black at one point in time. Everybody. Unless you're born of an alien race, of a different bloodline, that alien bloodline, we're all black. You got humans and you got other creatures and races. But the human race we're all started as black. and then the world cracked up and split up, and then some people were made in labs, and some races were made in laboratories and petri dishes, and then some uh, people was genetically changed from their environments. We're all the same, bro. Everybody's black. Everybody on the planet is black. Everybody on the planet has black in them. Everybody. And what they used to say back in the day, they had the racist. This is why I love history. Hispanics are still suffering to this day, but Hispanics are suffering because they worship the devil. Hispanics are still suffering to this day, but Hispanics are suffering because they worship the devil. They're deeply into the devil, deeply into Satan, deeply. You got the Catholic Christians who on that side of the Satanry, the Catholic Satanry, the Santa Marta and that Satanry, and then you got the pure Satanry, the gangster Satanry. A lot of Hispanics are deep into Satanry, bro. Don't act like they're not. Look up all the gang members, Hispanic gangbangers. They all have this sign. They're all, man, this their main sign. The gangbangers. They made drugs. Niggas made drugs, bro. That shit comes from the devil himself. Y'all don't know, you don't understand, bro. This shit is the devil. The Hispanic people worship the devil. Seriously. No, black people, you were used by y'all. Black people were used by Hispanics to sell and push the fucking devil's drugs, bro. Y'all are used by the devil to make and produce it. Everybody's getting used by the devil. Bro, you better wake up. Y'all get used in those fucking forests and fields of Hispanic countries to make the shit because the poppy's right there. And then y'all make this shit, and then y'all bring it over here, and then you use black people to sell and push it over here. It's a fucking evil cycle of devilry. Straight up. Straight up. Pure devilry. So all that, this and that shit, man, listen, everybody's getting used. What are you getting used for? Who's using you? Are you getting used for God? Are you getting used for good? Or are you getting used for the devil? Because I tell you right now, a lot of Hispanic people, what's their main thing they do? Drink alcohol and snort coke. The devil. That's part of their culture. The president, look, the president over there in one of them Spanish countries said cocaine should be just as legal as beer. That's their motherfucking culture. Drinking alcohol like water to feed the cocaine. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That's just pure Satanry. Don't get me started though. But you asked the question. You asked the question. But black people were only used to sell the drugs, and it was only put in black people's neighborhoods to destroy black people. Drugs were put in our community to destroy us. We didn't copy nobody. That shit was we were targeted. Drugs was targeted on us. We didn't ask for drugs. What they say, Plymouth Rock didn't land on us. No, we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Them niggas dropped that rock. The government dropped that coke rock, that big rock, into the black neighborhoods. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Ain't nobody copied y'all. You're slow, young man. Nobody copied nobody. We were targeted. Nobody wants to use and sell drugs. That's not good to do drugs or sell or use. It's terrible. You're ruining lives, horrible, destructing people, destroying communities, destroying economy, making a drug economy that has nothing to do with the society's economy. So it brings a bubble in the economy, takes money out the system and brings it to one person, and he's able to do little various shit within the system. It's a bubble within the economy. It throws the money off, throws the cycle of money off. It's not good. Drugs are terrible. And that's why I'm glad that Donald Trump is doing the laws that he's passing, because they're gonna wipe all these damn people off the map. Y'all please understand they're not playing right now. Please understand that they're not playing right now. They just took motherfuckers from, they're taking people out of this country who ain't born here. That's serious, man. They're not playing. And ain't nobody scared either. But you better go to work and you better pay some taxes and you better be a law-abiding citizen or your ass is going to be grass. I'm telling you. And I'm not talking no scary talk. I'm talking, do you want to survive into the future? Because Big Daddy wants to be alive in the future. I want to at least get a good amount of time out this body. So what y'all need to realize is, you got to play the game by the rules if you want to win the game. A lot of niggas don't want to know how to play by the rules. So it's your big homie, Big Bad A. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me, man. Small, humble following. I thank y'all so much because y'all keep my channel going. And thank you to all the new people watching too. I appreciate y'all. I hope I'm giving y'all some good content. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. All that YouTube shit, we're the first priority. What's first priority? First priority for what? I don't know what you mean by that, but yeah, all I know is, this shit is crazy, man. We don't have a lot of time to get it together. We'll have wars going on, tariffs going on. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me say something about this, the tariffs and stuff and the Trump that people don't understand. Donald Trump and them boys, whether you like it or not, get the racism. First off, get the racism off your get the racism out your head, right? About Donald Trump, right? Because this shit is big money and it's big business, first off. This nigga is trying to save this country. And in order to save this country, you got to cut off all these bad, terrible deals. We've been living through terrible government deals. I'm going to answer your question in just 1 second. We've been living through terrible deals with bad trades and giving people more than they're worth and all kind of shit. He's cutting that shit off. So I'm going to tell y'all something. All these Asian products that y'all are so comfortable wearing, I bet you, let me see something. New Era hat. I bought this for my son. This one of my sons. Let's see where this is made. Let's see where this New Era is made. Man, this New Era hat is made in fucking Bangladesh. So for all these comfortable cowards in America who are so comfortable, this is my baby boy's hat, but I cannot fit this. Boy, this is a small one. To all these comfortable CCs in America who are so comfortable and spoiled, all this shit is supposed to go away. How long are these people supposed to keep making trillions off of y'all's ignorance? How long are these people supposed to make billions of dollars off y'all's ignorance while America's starving? They pockets getting fat while we sitting here starving in the country. They pockets are getting fat while we, you feel me? And people don't even realize we're headed into a Great Depressionary time if this does not get saved. If this country don't save, we're going into a Great Depression. Worse than that. It'll be worse than that. Because now, see, at least back in those days in the 50s when we had the Great Depression, America did first time, the people were not as crazy. Could you imagine a Great Depression now with all these mentally ill, psychosis, insane people running around America? Homicidal. Could you imagine a Great Depression with all these homicidal serial killers running around in America? Serial killers are so rampant in America right now. In every hood in America is about 15 to 20 serial killers. Little niggas with 3 or more bodies. You only got to have 3 or more bodies to be a serial killer. Do you not know most niggas, most young niggas in the hood right now got more than 3 hats? It's so bad they're calling bodies and shit hats and shit like that. These young niggas, it's crazy. So could you imagine when the stores don't open, there is no store, when these fucking crazy young YNs and all these young motherfuckers, insane people out here, and then all the radical, crazy, real. But see, this government is so smart, and y'all are not paying attention. But you know, Big Betty, I see it all. I just sit back in the cut and I'm like, oh shit. I watched this government get rid of all the gangsters. Over the last 4 years, they got rid of all the gangsters. They got rid of all the thug niggas, all the drug dealers, all the tough niggas, all the bullies, all the gangsters, the super thugs. Oh, they're all gone. They're gone. All that shit is gone. All them gang bang, all the Trey gang, the Trey 9, the this, that, the whoop, the whoops, all of them are gone. They don't even exist. Them niggas in prison banging. They're in prison. Whoop, whoop, all that dumb shit. They're in prison doing all that dumb shit. And I don't like or condone gangbangers. I'm just telling you what's going on. So our government will wipe the streets clean, as they should, right? But what if everything shuts down? Everybody who could have been a threat is out the way. Not everybody, but do you understand what I'm saying? The majority of the threats are out the way. You got Diddy in jail. You got this, you got that. This shit is all systematic. Ain't nothing going on that's not intentional. Look, all the moms and pop stores been closing, bro. All the moms and pop stores are suffering. The big stores are suffering. Fuck that. The big stores are suffering now. It ain't even about the little stores no more. Them bitches been shut down. The big stores are shutting down. All around, I could tell you 2, 3 stores right now down here. Big restaurants, buffet, all kind of shit shutting down where I live. And it's not just where I live, it's all around America. But then you see them building up houses, you see them building up this, you see them building up. So what's going on? What's really going on? See what I keep telling y'all. The end of the world, like they say, the revolution will not be televised. So when somebody's going through their end of days, you're not going to see it. You'll hear about it later after it's happened. Oh, the storm came through and whooshed. The fire came through and whooshed. The water came through and splooshed. The wind came through and pushed. The revolution won't be televised. So as people are going through Armageddon, you're not going to hear about it until it's done. You're going to see clips from people who pulled their phones out. You're going to see clips from people who was around the way. But it's not going to be televised. But people who went through Armageddon, you would never know it unless you use these devices to pass information. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It goes deep, man, but it goes deep. It goes deep. Y'all better get your fucking better damn get your house in order, get your food, get your shit, get everything together. You know what I'm saying? Get everything together, man. I don't think y'all understand, man. I just watched a movie yesterday. Nah, I gotta get out of here. But let me tell y'all something real quick. I just watched a movie yesterday. What time is it, man? I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. I just watched a movie yesterday though with Halle Berry called Never Let Go, right? And I advise y'all to watch this movie. It's called Never Let Go, and it's a scary movie. And that shit was just so serious, bro. Like it was just so serious. She had 2 kids, and she was crazy as fuck, but she wasn't crazy, and she seen this and that, and she was, oh man, it was crazy. It was crazy. But the world was like possessed, like, but it really wasn't. But it was, but it wasn't. Like that movie was so serious. But long story short, she fed her kids till she couldn't feed them no more. Then they started eating bugs and started eating frogs, and yo, that shit was serious, bro. That shit was serious, bro. So I'm getting food, man. I'm having some food, man. I'm buying food, bro. I'm not finna feed my kids bugs and shit, bro. And then if you know what's really going on, they be saying like in the future we're all gonna eat bugs and all this and that. Like, bro, man, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know, and then so you better do something about it. You know, if you know, you know, you better do something before you don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, man. It's your big homie, Big Bad. This is Real Talk, Real Shit podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate y'all.